Now, if you're planning a holiday this summer after a stressful couple of years, there might be one part of the process you're not looking forward to, queuing at the airport. Well, tech company Zamna says it has the software to streamline the process for verifying passengers' identity. It claims that we could do away with boarding passes, PDFs and QR codes. Instead, all you need is a passport. Zamna's tech works by anchoring all health information to your passport, making it a single-step verification process. Today, it's announced a partnership with test providers across the UK, the US, Spain and Portugal. Well, joining me now to tell me more about this is Ira Ariella-Key. She's the Chief Executive at Zamna. Ira, very good morning to you. Explain to a simpleton like me how this technology works. How are you able to do this?
Good morning, Ian. Well, today, if you're going to travel internationally, before you get to an airport, you're already running a personal checklist of, I need my passport, but also this document, and another. And what Zamna does is helps airlines complete all of those checks for you well before you get to the airport. Because let's admit it, if you're at the queue for check-in and suddenly you discover something's wrong, it's simply far too late. Now, Zamna does this instantly in the back end of the airline. It's invisible to you, so you as Ian don't even know that Zamna's done this, but the airline has helped you get ready to fly. It's completely digital, so it's faster, better, cheaper, and you are indeed not queuing, not printing any paper, not downloading an app, and you have to get straight through to security and get ready to fly.
And how long does it take for you to pass the data from the testing company onto the airlines?
So to start with, I would really like to emphasize that we do not pass any data as Zamna. What we do, and this is the technology behind the scenes, is we're able to, without seeing any data, we're able to connect that data from the test provider to the airline. So as soon as your test for your fit to fly comes through, automatically in the background, some very clever maths happens and the airline can see this test only when you give them your passenger data, which is your passport. That's what everything is connected to. And we believe this is how we get people flying as if COVID never existed, using just your passport like you did before.
Right, well, thank you for clarifying that. You don't actually pass on the data. How do you get paid? How does the business model work? Are you paid by the airlines?
So our clients indeed are airlines because we help them get you ready to fly. And the business model is very simple. We sell software to the airline and we help them get you ready to fly.
And so do they pay for that on a one-off basis or on a recurring basis?
So software has a subscription element to it, and that is what we do. We are a software as a service business.
Right, now you were developing software to automate airport security checks even before the pandemic. Are there other applications for the technology that you've developed?
You're absolutely right, Ian. Before the pandemic, we actually focused on the one thing that we did use, this thing over here, the passport check. And we've done this over 50 million times to date, so we're not new to the game. But when you think about the applications that have an immediate need, the absolute crunch point is in the airports to respond to the increasing regulations. Long term, we believe that the airlines should be ready for anything that comes their way, whether testing goes up or down, whether you need increased vaccination checks or increased visa controls. All of those currently are being passed on to you as the passenger, and someone says, good luck. You might get on a plane and you might not. And we believe the airlines can use our technology to make sure that all of that difficulty or regulatory complexity can be dealt with no matter what comes next for us. And in the long term, that's how we're going to get recovery in the travel sector, which we still haven't seen go back to pre-2019 levels.
Absolutely. Ira, very good to talk to you this morning. Thanks very much indeed for sharing a bit about the business. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.